Out here, this isn't just a trapline. It's something deeper. It's something earned. A way of life shaped by those before us, carried forward with purpose and grounded in something greater than ourselves. Because this isn't about taking. Instead, it's about stewardship, honoring the land, respecting the wildlife, and caring for what God Himself has entrusted to us. We don't just harvest, we manage. We don't just take, we give back. We don't just walk this ground, we protect it for those who come next, with respect, with purpose, with unwavering resolve. This is conservation. This is tradition. This is family. This is the Trapline Saga.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of the Trapline Saga. Today we're off to a lake that I actually wanted to trap. I got a trap line going in another place right now. You've watched the episodes on that. I'm going to be pulling that this week, but we're going to be laying down like a couple dozen sets today in this lake that it's a flowage system. Really want to get in there, want to hit it hard. I don't even know what episode we're on at this point. It's just been weeks of just nothing but day after day of just throwing beavers in the back of the truck and the boat, taking them to the buyer, resetting traps. I mean, it's just been a lot. We have a family here. We got dead bird dogs. Yeah, fishing openers coming up. Pretty much don't even know what day it is at this point. We're going to take our son's 14-foot Alumacraft. We got that for free last year, which is totally cool. That guy was awesome. He wanted to give me 2 boats, and I said, no, just give that to another kid. We're taking this one. And Finn got that. I went and bought an 8-horse Yamaha for it, a used one, from an awesome marine repair shop out of Boy River, Minnesota. And in the back of the truck here, I bought some more Hags rods and slider systems with some drowning sets. More Beaver Extremes. I got some 650s on there, MB 750s. I went and bought more Duke 330 used ones at Bill's Trapping Supply. I love Belials, but some places I like to throw these cheap. I paid $14 a piece for those Dukes. I like to throw those in a place where I worry about people stealing traps, which I haven't had that problem up here yet. But you never know. Other than that is, when you talk about stocking up on traps, in one season I can't afford just all Belials. There's no way. Luckily for us, this season, I've trapped enough fur to pay for every single trap that I own at this point. We are going to go to this lake. We are going to get these laid down. I'm hoping for 25 plus beaver out of this lake. There's over 150 beaver in there. I'm just going to do like 2 quick checks on this lake after setting them, and then we're going to pull out there. I think I might be done for the season after that. It's starting to get warm out. Fishing openers right around the corner, and I guide for fishing, so I do got to kind of get my trap season wind down. And hopefully after this season, we can get into the fall season trapping, and we'll bring a lot of trapping videos there also. After my grouse season deer hunting gets over with. So it'll be early winter actually. But that's when we got our fishers, we got our marten, bobcats, coyote, fox, a lot of our upland, fur bears, not just water trapping at that point. We're going to try for some mink in the fall also. Finn's going to try for raccoons. We got plenty of raccoons around here, and it's a great thing for him to trap. That will be his money on those furs. They don't bring a lot, but when you got an 8-year-old kid, it doesn't matter. He's having fun. He's making a little bit of money doing it, and he can either buy more traps. That's what he's been doing. He's been helping along with this. He's getting a little bit of money for beavers. So we're really thankful for all of you that have tuned in and followed this Trapline Saga videos, and we hope you continue to follow along. But let's go get these things set. Made it to the water. Got my boat loaded up. We got all the traps in here. This place is infested with beaver. There's more lodges out here and I don't think anybody's trapping it. There's no new fresh tracks coming into this place. Nothing that I've seen whatsoever. We've trapped a couple otters out of here earlier this year. We pulled away from those dams, but there's so many lodges out here. There's so many runs going up in the woods on this lake. So we're going to set up heavy on here and let's hope for the best. Boy, what I've been doing out here is I've been going up and down the shorelines of this lake, and I'm finding all these runs that come up into the woods. They come up here, they got castor mounds. There's 3 fresh castor mounds right here. So putting this H stand in this beaver run, the one I just did down the shoreline, I didn't have to use a H stand. I actually was able to get it right up on where it comes out of the water, and I just use sticks and everything to hold my 330. But in this run right here, this is gonna be perfect. I did this set on a property I just got, just wrapping up on trapping on. I've caught so many beavers in these runs doing this. It's insane how well this system has worked. The main thing is I have a hard time finding spots to tie off when I'm out in this crap. So what I do is I just grab like an 8-foot stick. I just wedge that sucker down hard into the bog and I tie off to that. I haven't had any issues with losing any traps or anything, so all we do, simple like that. And what I'll do right after this is I'm going to take some of the castor I got and I'm going to put on top of these castor mounts. That way they smell that, they come in to check it out and snap. Tell you what, this little boat with this 8-horse stroke on here works perfect for this. I can pull up in these little tiny spots, set those traps down. I mean, I was going to use my jet boat, but my jet boat would not get out here very well due to the access. So this little boat works perfect for this. I was hoping to get that jet boat out for trapping this year. I don't think it's going to happen. I got another lake that I really wanted to hit hard, but you know, maybe there's always next year. We can always do that next year. But I just love being out here in the springtime doing this kind of stuff. I mean, just so relaxing, it's so peaceful out here. Well, this is another lake that these beavers are out of control in here. I mean, the amount of woodline damage I've seen done, the dams that have blocked up these rivers that these fish used to go down and travel from lake to lake in, they just can't do that in here anymore. Well, we got another run over here. I'm going to check that one out. Might be another good spot to set up another 330 in there maybe. This whole shoreline's actually got a lot of runs in it, so. Yeah, it's another big castor mound. That's a big castor mound. Perfect. Get up and get this one set. Whew. Huge castor mound. Well, I came back here this winter and I found this spot. It's on this lake system. So right back over here, that lodge, I got 3 sets on that. A drowning set and H stand with 330 and a 330 on a castor mountain. I followed a little channel to get back in there. This little boat's perfect for it. But up there is another beaver pond, and it's got a huge lodge. I'm going to show you that quick. I got another drowning set right down here. It's MB 750. These castor mounds are huge in here. There's so much beaver activity. So many of them. And in here, there's a couple narrow spots here. I got 330s. These beavers are going up through here. They're getting up into that dam and then those lodges. So they're going back and forth between the lake and there. So that's what those 330s are set in there for. But here we are. Look at the size of that lodge. That lodge is over 50 feet long. I don't know how wide it is, but it's got to be 20, 30 feet, but easily 50 feet long. Lots and lots of beaver probably living in that thing. I don't think anybody's trapped in here in years. But back here I got, what was it, 1, 2, I think 2 drowning sets and 2 330s, using castor mounds for all of them. So I think when we come back to check this place out, we're gonna have a lot of fur in these traps. Other than that, I got a lot of setting to do yet. I got 16 traps set so far, and we will be back to check these also. Or we will be back to check these in a couple days. I cannot wait. But yeah, it's kind of a little jaunt up here, but we got the boat down there. This place is really cool. I like it. A lot of otter sign in there too. So next year, probably get some otters out of this thing. We are back. We're gonna check these sets I set. They've been soaking for a day and a half or so. Yeah, a day and a half. Like I say, I'm just kind of losing track of what's going on anymore. But I'm hoping for good results on this lake. I think we're in for a good day. Let's go see what we got. Oh, what a gorgeous day out here. It's got a nice, cool, crisp morning. Just love these early spring mornings like this. So peaceful out on this lake. There's not a soul in sight. There's one cabin on this, or 2 cabins on this whole lake. Should be rolling up on our first set up in here somewhere. Where's it at? Here. Well, there's a beaver in that trap. It's floating. Just gotta cruise along here. We're gonna pull all these on the way back out. I got some shallow spots I gotta run up into. I don't wanna take the boat into with a load of beavers. Gotta go in there light. That one, the H stand looks kind of tipped, and it looks like there's some fur maybe in that one. Trap is laying on that one too. Probably fur in there. Well, that's 3. Gonna head across this lake and start on this other side. Work our way around. We'll get the shallow spots first, and then work on loading up this boat. I don't know how many pounds this thing can take. I haven't even looked at the weight range. We're gonna fill it as much as we can. We might have to make a couple trips. Who knows? There we are. We're coming up on our first set. Our first sets that we're gonna actually pull beaver out of in here. I know we got beavers in back and this stuff, so tight little spot to get in there. It's pretty shallow. Luckily I got this tiny little boat and little motors, so see the first trap is empty. Don't see nothing back in there. There's no way all 3 of these things are empty. I mean, there's been a lot of beavers moving back and forth in here. Cut the motor. Got logs. Whew. Maybe I need a little tiny jet motor. Alright, I got another H stand right back over here. Well, that thing looks empty too. Hold on, there's one more trap up in there. Let's go check that one. Well, got one more set over here. Let's check this one. Oh, there is. Yeah, we got beaver in this one. Good deal. So we're going to get this one pulled out and I'm going to reset that one. So we did get one back in here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Boy, holy smokes. That's pretty darn big. That's a darn good beaver. Fur buyer will be happy with that one. Oh my gosh. That one's heavy. One thing we got, I think what happened here is this one didn't come from the lake up in here. I got two caster mounds on the little tiny creek that comes up here. If he would have came in from the lake, he would have actually went into one of those sets. Right here we got a huge crossover. This comes down, there's a valley through this woods back here, and there's a couple old beaver ponds in here that they dammed up over the years. This used to be a nice creek, I think, that came through, but now there's nothing. It's just little beaver ponds. There's a big beaver system up in here, which we call Beaver City, and I think that's where this one was coming from. They cross back and forth from this spot. The other spot we set up the other day, it's the same thing. They got crossovers, and then the backside of this lake and the head of the lake, they all have crossovers that leak into other systems. So you come in here, you can take out a lot of beaver. They're all just going to come flooding right back in. There's so many systems that connect to this lake. Pulling up on this other set, I got two sets right in these cattails going up in this wood line. You can see they got a heck of a trail right there. It's all colored up. Hopefully these two sets are good. I can barely see the one. I definitely can't see the one that's over in there. Boy, oh boy, I see a beaver floating back there. Ha! Tongs out, we're gonna get that one out of there. One thing that's this lake, I mean, it's definitely hard to navigate through all these cattails and muck, but the bottom, if you get close enough to shore, is actually pretty solid. So yeah, that's a nice sized beaver down in there. I want to go check this other one quick. See if we got a double in this spot. I mean, they've been really up and down on this trail, so I'm expecting something here. Sure enough, my trap stand is tipped over. And look at this trail, it's all mudded up. Going up into this woods. But, tell you one thing. I don't see a trap down in there. I don't even see my stand. And the cattails are so plugged up in there. I don't know what happened here. God, I hope a bear didn't get into this one. Because if so, who knows how far he took that thing. I'm going to go down in there and see if I can find a trap. And say I see my wire, I see it going down in the water, so hopefully no bear got into this one. Holy smokes, no, we didn't get a bear in here. what happened here is I got him by the leg. He thrashed up this area. I still got to find my H stand. It's in here somewhere. But yeah, that's another. Holy smokes, that thing's huge. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that one's gonna weigh up a lot. That one's a big giant beaver. Can't wait to get that one on the scale. Hopefully my H stand's laying somewhere really close here. For whatever reason it is, I put my traps in this lake back when we had ice on it, and my traps just turned green. Like that bluish green. I threw these traps in here the other day. They're all rusted up from using this season. I'm coming back in there and they're bluish green all over again. It is weird. Makes a good camouflage though. Giant beaver. Oh my gosh. That tail. Insane. Wow. The truth though, I don't know how I lose an H stand in the process of this. Ah, there it is. Jeez. Get this one reset, and the new scent on that caster mount I think we'll be off to a good start. Do a little better job of covering up that, getting the wires on the H stand this time. Gosh, believe how bad that thing thrashes up. Okay, we rolled into another spot here. Already I came up here and there's a beaver floating right down in that stuff. I was on an MB 750 set on a caster mount. Then we need to go up over to that big dam up there and see what we got up there. I really had good hopes on this spot. I mean, I didn't even check the lodge right back behind us yet. Oh man, but I can see the 1-330 caster set over there was not set off. I do have a Beaver Extreme in there, and I do have an H stand on that lodge yet, so they might have something. But we're gonna get this one that's right here. We're gonna wait till, oh crap. Right down in there, I got a trap set off. There's nothing in it. That was a clean miss. The other trap next to it doesn't have anything. By God, these caster mounts in this spot are huge. So, definitely some wolf tracks in here, fresh wolf tracks. Man, I'm surprised they didn't get that beaver. Alright, so we're back up here on this huge beaver pond, that massive lodge. Get up here, see, oh, Beaver Extreme, I had a miss. Well, I really got to figure out these no BS Beaver Extremes. I've had a lot of misses. I need to figure out the depth to set those things. My 650s that I've been using, I've been having awesome luck with those. The setup on those, I'm putting them in like 2 inches of water. I think it's pretty much every single one has been a front foot catch except for 2. I've had really good luck with those in that shallow set. These, I don't know. I'm gonna have to play around with them more yet and figure it out. A lot of people love these things, so obviously they are a good darn trap. We're gonna have to get that one reset. Holy crap. I tied off to that log. A big log out in the floating out there. I tied off to that thing. That's out like 15 feet from where it was at, and the wire's there. I'm thinking a beaver got on that trap and drug that sucker out. Holy smokes. Lots of fresh castor mounds up here. Sure, there's a lot of beaver in this place. Sorry about the wind. It's pretty darn windy out here today. Oh, sure. There is a beaver floating on that. How the hell am I going to get that thing in here? Should have staked that one, I guess. Well, we'll work at it. We'll get it. So yeah, that log right out there, go to the end. There's wires sticking up, and there's a beaver on that trap. But I got to get that thing into shore. And it's set way over here. Shows you how powerful these things are. And every single beaver I've gotten so far, I mean, I'm up to number 5. I haven't checked the other sets on this dam yet, but 5 that I know of, and all of them have been over 40 pounds. So nobody's trapped this in years, and a lot of big beavers in here. Sorry you missed out on that entertainment, but there was this old canoe laying right here. I had to use it to get out there. This thing was wrapped up in that log. It's another great big beaver here. Wow, there's just massive in this system. This hasn't been trapped in years. Full out suitcase on this one. Get him out of his trap. Oh my gosh. For an average catch on size, this place has been my best this year for size-wise. Just giants. And this place in here definitely has, I mean, it probably has over a 70-pounder. I mean, if your average size is over 40, 50, I mean, there's some big ones in here. Whoever left this canoe out here, thank you. I mean, it's broke, but it worked good enough to get this thing out. Oh my gosh, full out suitcase. Wow. Big old bugger. Jesus. Giant tails. Thick, heavy furs, and a lot of pounds and tons of castor. I'm gonna get this trap reset. Then we're gonna reset that one that was set off but nothing's in it. Then we'll check the other foothold and the other one I got an H stand on. Let's go check these ones back here. Man, these beavers are just so active back here. This one that was right over here, I mean, it just walked over here. First one quick, it was set off, so I reset it. I've not checked the far one yet. Yeah, like right there, they've been coming up, crossing over, and I had that down in there, and somehow it missed. It happens. Those drowning sets don't always work perfect, so. Well, I don't see an H stand sticking up here. Sure enough, there's a beaver floating. God, another big one. Holy smokes. That is a really big beaver. Wow. Insane how big they are back here. Even after I got that one, there was still beaver working this up. They're trying to plug up this hole right here. I have to get this one out and see how big this thing is. This thing looks huge. To tell you the truth, I don't even know where the heck I have this thing tied off at. It's on the H stand. Oh, I got tied off back in here. That's a good thing. I jammed 2 big logs. That's what it was right there. Jammed them into the ground to get a good hold on it. Oh, crap. Oh my gosh. I know I've said enough, but I cannot believe how big they are back here. Oh my gosh, this one's gonna be fun. The day keeps up like this, it looks like I'm making 2 trips back to the truck. I don't know if the boat can handle this much. This thing's over 60 pounds. Oh, holy crap. Oh. H stand out, really bent that sucker. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh. Whoa. 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 Unbelievable. Whew. That is a true giant. My gosh. Just a monster. You know, I had another guy tell me, if you want to find giant beaver, you got to go in places that people don't go to, and this is one of them. Nobody's trapped in here, and I know in years. Look at the size of some of these huts out here. They haven't been tampered with. And this whole system back in here is so loaded with beaver. I mean, they are destroying trails and trails and flooding out so much timber. I think the timber companies will be even happy that I'm in here. It's just too bad they don't pay me. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have fun getting this one out of here. Oh crap. That thing's heavy. Let's get this one reset, and then we're gonna get down by the boat. After I get these 2 loaded up, we're gonna get that other one out of the drowning set, get those other 2 set up, and then we're gonna check these other ones along the shoreline here. Well, I should have brought the player up here. That trigger's kind of messed up a little bit. It's gonna work. I'm not too worried about it. That'll be a good thing for me to do, and I'm done trapping here. Coming up this week, this is my last week, so I can get these things fixed up, get some new triggers on some of them, and boil them down, get the rust off, dye them, hang them in the shed for the summer, get them all ready for next year. Kind of excited about beaver trapping already for next. I'm going to start next winter. I'm going to start under the ice and get some of those really prime ones, and I'm actually going to target some spots you can't get to any other time of the year. Some of these spots, I mean, there probably hasn't been people 20, 30 years back in those. A lot of people just don't travel very far to go back in after beaver anymore. I'm in search of the giants, so I'm going to go back in there and look for them. I pulled up on another set here, and yeah, it doesn't look good. Either thing a wolf or something, coyote, something drug it up on shore. It's got it all tore open. You can go in there and get it out. I guess at least it ain't going to go away. Something's going to eat it, so let's go and get this thing out of there. Totally sucks. What do you do? I'll get that thing reset, and that was a really nice big height on that thing too. That really does suck. Now, I'm gonna get it out of there. We're gonna get it reset and then go on to the next ones. Well, I was pulling up into this bay right before we get to the dam and seen probably 100 crappies. They're coming up in shallow. They're starting to get there. Nothing big, bunch of small ones, but pretty cool to see. I'm a little worried at this set. I just seen an eagle and a raven, and I do got a couple sets over this dam, so I do got a drowning set over here also. Hopefully the birds didn't get this one also. We'll get out and check the situation. Tell you what, my cable over there looks extremely tight. Oh my gosh, that boat is so heavy for beavers. Yeah, that cable's really tight. Oh yeah, if you look down in there, that's the beaver. Got him good. Yeah, I had it sitting right there. Caster mound. Perfect. Didn't lose that one. But let's go over this dam and check this out. I'm gonna go on the back side here. All I'm praying is that those birds did not get to the beaver if there's one in there. You know, when I see birds around my trap sets, I get a little nervous. I've lost, 3 now this year to birds, so it's not good. I'm gonna say that one was not by birds. Came up, there's only half a beaver here. This thing was torn in half, and I'm looking on the other side of me here. I'm not going to show it on video, but they definitely looked like there was a bear. The bear came in here. He got half the beaver. I'm surprised they didn't take the whole trap, really. Luckily, I had heavy cable on this one. I'm going to get this reset. We're going to get on to the next set, so we'll pull that one out of the drowning set over there. And oh, that sucks. That's 2 beaver I've lost today due to critters, so it's gonna happen. We'll get on to the next one. Man, this thing went right under that log out there. Earlier I said something about trying to figure out these beaver extremes. Oh, never mind. This is a Duke 650. So you remember earlier I was talking about these Dukes, or these Duke 650s. I mean, MB 750 is the same trap. I mean, other than the MB is probably built maybe a little bit better. I do like the coil springs on those a little bit better, but this one does the job. It works great. I mean, I've had really good luck with these Duke 650s. Ah, get settled on that thing. But I've had very little misses with these things. I've just been catching a ton of beaver this year. You know, one other guy I've watched on YouTube said something the same thing, that he loves the 650s. He got roasted for that. People thought he was just being dumb and everything, but I don't know. They work awesome. It's another nice beaver too. Birds, bears, wolves didn't get that one. So then I'm going to get this tossed back in. I think I'm just going to hold on this trap. We don't want that getting set off. Just like that. I'm a huge fan of the pole systems that you can buy. That would be the Tags pole system with the swivel, but I had these paint cans and some cables laying around, so I'm still using those also. This set here, I set in about 4 inches of water and I got the back leg. So that beaver came in kind of high. All right, I'm just gonna restart this one, give you a new caster mound, and we'll get another beaver in that hopefully tonight. Well, that was lake check number 1 anyways. We had probably 7 misses, 1 missing trap, can't find it. Obviously a beaver got in there and got out, took trap somewhere. And then we had 2 beavers actually get chewed up by something. One was definitely a bear or wolf. The other one could have been just birds, who knows. We're gonna get these ones loaded up in the truck. Then we're gonna go down to the property and we're gonna check that out. I'm gonna pull those sets and we'll see how many beaver we got in there. Well, I went up and I checked 3 of my sets that I had on this dam back in this property. Tell you what, I walked up first set and the wire was just completely snapped off the tree. And I seen 2 caster sacks laying there and that's all there was. Well, it didn't take very long. I noticed that there was drag marks going through the woods. Well, here we are 300 and some yards later. And there's my trap and the beaver. It was bear tracks the whole way. At least I got my trap back, but good God. Why couldn't he just ate the darn thing right there? But oh well, that's the way it is. But at least I got my trap back. That's a Belial 330, so that's $37 a piece. Got my trap back. Lost 2 others, the birds out here. Let's hope today gets better. I mean, I've lost 4 beavers today. 1 due to bear and 2 due to birds and 1 trap. I can't even find the darn thing, so could have been another bear that took that one. Final haul out of this property, outstanding. We had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that we kept, and then we had one gets stolen by a bear. I found the trap 300 yards later. Found where the bear dragged the beaver through the woods, and then the other ones got taken by birds. But 62 beavers off this property. Just incredible how many are in here, and there's still beaver here. But I hope you enjoyed this episode, and hope you follow along, because we got more episodes. We got, I think, 1 or 2 more episodes coming yet after this one. So yeah, stay tuned. Follow us along for more. Click that like. Subscribe to our channel if you want to see more trapping. Trap's got to be down in there, right? It's not up here anymore.
Thanks for watching, guys. Say, we're gonna keep more videos coming your way, and who knows what's gonna be on them. So if you like what you just seen, wanna see more, then join us along on all of our adventures by hitting that subscribe button. And don't forget, get out there and break the chain of routine.